acknowledge the fact that we are on traditional, unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. So thank you everyone for being here. I'm so blessed to be here and so very, very happy to be joined by our leader, Jagmeet Singh. I also want to acknowledge that we have some amazing candidates from SDSG, Kelsey Catherine Schmidt. Tout directement de Pontiac, Madame Denise Giroux. And finally, help me greet and give a warm welcome to the candidate who will take Ottawa Centre, Emilie Taman.
Merci tout le monde, merci, bienvenue, merci à ma voisine électorale Stéphanie Mercier. Ça me fait tellement plaisir de l'appuyer, d'avoir son appui ici, mais particulièrement merci à notre chef Jagmeet Singh d'être parmi nous aujourd'hui. I am so proud to be running for this party under Jagmeet's leadership. Not only am I proud of who the leader is, his background, his story, but I'm even more proud of the bold, progressive platform we're offering to Canadians, because that is the true test of a leader. Our platform is a roadmap for climate justice, social justice, and economic justice for all. Now, those of you who know me know that I have a little experience with justice and the justice system. I was raised in a family that spent a lot of time thinking about justice. You may know that my mom, Louise Arbour, was a war crimes prosecutor, a High Commissioner for Human Rights for the United Nations, and a Justice of the Supreme Court of Canada. And my dad, Larry Taman, has spent much of the latter part of his career working internationally on reforming justice systems. So I couldn't be more proud of both of them. I've had my own experience with the justice system, of course. As you know, I was a federal prosecutor. I took on corporate tax evaders, human smugglers, environmental polluters. And I even had a chance for a short while to be involved in the team that was prosecuting a small, little-known company called SNC-Lavalin. Some of you may have heard of it. I don't know. It's been, from time to time, it comes up. But really, I think what's so exciting is that the NDP's platform, the New Deal for People, makes it clear who New Democrats are in it for. We are not in it for the fossil fuel companies that the Liberals have been subsidizing despite promising us to stop that practice 4 years ago. In fact, we're in it for you, which is why we're going to stop giving big polluters corporate welfare and invest instead in renewable energy, a just transition for fossil fuel workers, and big time into our public transit system, which is very fitting with the opening of the LRT earlier today. And what we're going to do is we're going to work towards free public transit for all. But Jagmeet and I both know that there's no climate justice without social justice. And that's why we're not about big pharma. They've successfully lobbied Liberals and Conservative governments to let them keep charging Canadians exorbitant drugs for their pharmaceuticals. No, because we're in it for you. And that's why we're going to bring in universal, single-payer pharmacare to save Canadians money every day. We're not in it for corporate developers looking to get rich off the backs of people who are just looking for a decent place to call home. And that's why we're going to invest in nonprofit, affordable housing units across Canada so that everybody can live in dignity. And you may have heard that when it comes to economic justice, we're not in it for the ultra-rich and the giant corporations who've been getting off too easy for too long. That's why we're in it for you every day. And we're going to ask Canadians with more than $20 million to pay a little bit more just a little bit. It's not a big deal. So that we can improve the lives of every single person in this country by properly funding the public services we all rely on. Jagmeet is the only leader who's shown the courage to take on these vested interests, and that's why I'm so proud to be part of his team. So for all these reasons, I'm proud to be standing with Jagmeet Singh shoulder to shoulder and with the NDP to say that we are in it for all of you. Jagmeet is the only leader taking on the rich and the well-connected. He's the only leader who's going to stand up to powerful insider lobbyists. And he's the only leader who's actually on our side. So that's why I'm so proud to be running for the NDP in this election with Jagmeet. It is my enormous pleasure to introduce you to my friend, our leader, Jagmeet Singh.
How's it going, friends? Comment ça va, mes amis? Okay, I want to practice something with you. I'm going to ask you, are you ready? And the response is going to be, we ready. You got it? Like from the song. Are you ready? We're ready. Are you ready? We're ready. Are you ready? We're ready. Okay, it sounds like you're ready, but now we got to do it in French. To really know if you're ready. So, est-ce que vous êtes prêts? On est prêt. Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? On est prêt. Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? On est prêt. OK, il me semble que vous êtes prêts. Friends, first of all, Emilie, first of all, let's start with Stephanie. Stephanie did an incredible job introducing, shows the quality of our candidates, powerful young women. Give it up to Stephanie. Elle était incroyable. And Emilie, wow. If you didn't know her track record, she is a powerful voice for people. She is an incredible lawyer. Elle a été nommée comme un des meilleurs avocats à travers le Canada par Canadian Magazine. Donc, oui, Canadian Lawyer Magazine. Donc, c'est vrai. Elle est incroyable comme une candidate. Et on est très fiers d'elle. Et elle a parlé de notre vision pour l'avenir du Canada. And the thing is, we need a new vision for Canada. Because here in Ottawa, we're hearing a lot of people worried about the future. Emilie touched on healthcare and housing. And one of the things I really want to focus in is on young people. And when you talk to young people today, you look in their eyes, instead of hope and excitement, their eyes are filled with worry, despair, and fear. And what are they most worried about? When you talk to young people, they're worried about our climate. They're worried not about climate change. They're worried about climate crisis. They're worried about catastrophic climate change. And when we look at a young person in the eyes today, I want us to be able to look back and tell them that, you know what, we did everything we can, and we are doing everything we can to fight this crisis. On sait que l'impact de crise climatique est réel. On a vécu les impacts ici à Ottawa avec les inondations. Donc, on parle de l'impact de crise climatique, c'est ici à Ottawa. J'ai parlé avec les gens qui ont perdu leur maison. When you meet someone who's lost their home or is worried about losing their home because of extreme weather conditions, there's no words to describe that fear and that pain. Because your home is one of your most precious places, a place where you should feel safe. But because of extreme weather, fueled by climate crisis, people are now losing their homes. We know it's real. And so we owe it to people to tell them that we are going to tackle this crisis with all the strength that we can muster to deal with it seriously, because it is serious. But I'm also very hopeful, because if we change the direction of this country, we can actually create a lot of opportunity. And that's why I want to talk about our courage d'agir, notre plan pour s'attaquer la crise climatique. I want to talk about our power to change, our vision, and our commitment to tackle the climate crisis. When we look at the crisis, a lot of the reasons why we're in this position today, we took at all the concerns we have, whether it's housing or healthcare or this climate crisis. The reason we're here today is because of decisions that have been made at the federal level by governments in Ottawa, liberal and conservative, who have chosen to make life easier for the wealthiest, life easier for the richest, and harder for everyone else. So if we want to tackle climate crisis, we have to have the courage to take on the biggest polluters. We have to be able to call an end for fossil fuel subsidies right now. Et c'est exactement ce qu'on va faire la première journée. Dans un gouvernement néo-démocrate, on va annuler les subventions pétrolières. That was a pretty good line. I got to say it in English as well. On the first day of a new democratic government, we will immediately end all fossil fuel subsidies day one. We know that Trudeau is not the way. We know that Trudeau is not the way forward. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? Une journée, il a dit qu'il y a une crise climatique, mais il a dit, OK, j'ai une solution pour ça. Je vais acheter un pipeline. Comment on peut s'attaquer à la crise climatique en achetant un pipeline? C'est pas possible de faire ça. He thinks that it's okay to, on one day, declare a climate emergency, and on the next day, to expand the building of a pipeline. That is not what climate leaders do. Climate leaders end fossil fuel subsidies and invest in renewable energy, creating 300,000 good jobs of quality for the future. And I'm pretty sure I don't need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We know that when it comes to the climate crisis or any other concerns that Canadians have, that the Conservatives are not the answer. They're going to cut taxes for the wealthiest and cut services that you and your families need. And they're going to make the climate crisis even worse, because it's very uncertain if they even believe that there's one going on. Donc, ce qu'on propose, c'est un courage d'agir, notre vision, a new deal for people, one that puts people at the heart of everything we do. A plan that says we can expand our healthcare to include pharmacare for all, that we can go beyond that to include dental care, vision care, hearing care, mental health services, addiction care. A new deal for people that says that everyone can have a place to call home by building 500,000 new affordable homes across this country. And a new deal for people that says we can tackle the climate crisis by retrofitting every home, by investing in public transit, by electrifying transportation, creating 300,000 new jobs, and building a bright future so we can look at young people in the eyes and say, you know what? When the climate crisis came looming, we did everything we could, and we are with you all the way. So I'm going to need your help one more time. I'm not the best singer, but we're going to try this out. So we're going to do New Deal for the People. And I need you to join with me. It's going to go, and I need everyone to join in. So it's what we have is a new deal for the people. A new deal for the people. New deal for the people. New deal for the people. That's right. New deal for the people. That's what we're going to do, my friends. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.